Alright, so I got the opportunity to check out the Backrooms movie, and I've got to say, it was fairly enjoyable. I think that there is a lot to like, but there's also a lot that leaves to be desired. For starters, the story feels like it is kind of part one to a bigger series, and if they are able to continue this, I think it will play out really well because I do think they do a really good job of setting up this extra dimensional plane for many potential sequels and spin-offs and other stories. It's just that in this one movie, it kind of lacks a bit of what I was expecting from it, especially having been fairly familiar with the Backrooms material in how it was portrayed in this little thriller horror style. The story just really lacks those thrills and horror that I was expecting from the film. So story-wise, I'm going to give a slight Hot Pocket score. There is a lot to enjoy though, and there's a lot good. It just doesn't feel like it was complete, and it was missing just some added something on top of it. Cinematically, though, it is phenomenal. Like, the score is on point, the sound design is on point, the production is on point, the sets are great, the visuals are immaculate. Like, it really delivers on every aspect of the cinematic experience. So because of that, it actually does really bode well for the theatrical experience. So I will give a hand grenade score here. Directing, I thought it was fairly well paced. I think Kane Parsons does a good job directing it. I do like a lot of his scenes and how they were like shot and filmed and portrayed. It was just missing a little bit more of that thriller sense. Like every time we got to like some high thrills, it kind of just boom, next scene, and it felt like it underdelivered the thrills that I was expecting from the Backrooms, especially with how it like looks, because it looks really menacing, but there isn't a lot there otherwise. And I do think that it is due to the fact that they cut from a lot of the like more thrilling sequences. So a Hot Pocket score there. Acting, I thought it was pretty solid. I really did like Renee Rensave and Chiwetel Ejiofor. I thought they were both really good in this movie, and they really delivered some solid roles. It's just that they, like I said, the thrills were just a little underwhelming in my opinion, and I was kind of hoping for more. But yeah, so I'll still give them a hand grenade score for their performances because it's really, really good, especially like that psychologist patient play, like back and forth that they have. So hand grenade there. Expectations and experience, I have to admit, this did fall a little below my expectations, but it was still a pretty enjoyable time. I do recommend checking it out. I think it's worth a watch. It's just not gonna be super rewatchable because there isn't really that much to rewatch. It is a fairly straightforward story, which is not what I was expecting from this, and just doesn't have the thrills or the mystery to keep you wanting to rewatch it to see if you can catch anything new. So yeah, overall, certified Hot Pocket movie. I do recommend checking it out, but it's not one that I'm going to run to rewatch. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on the Backrooms. If you've seen it or now you're planning on it, subscribe if you haven't already. And on that, I'll leave you guys to it. Till next time. Bye.